Hello traders and welcome to Trading with Bill, Forex and Options. Traders, it's October 1st on a Thursday, 2015. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Thailand, cloudy skies, rain, and I don't know, let's get any better than this. Hopefully we'll see some sun. We did see some sun earlier today, but not at the moment. It's raining again. Traders, coming to you a little bit late today, about 20 minutes late, a little off schedule, but we'll get moving here. I've had some bad weather, and I just don't want to risk blowing up computers because of thunderstorms. But we're going to get it done. All right, let's get moving. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and yes, they do call me Bill. We're going to make it real quick today. Traders, I started trading in 2006, 2007, and in 2008 I retired as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida, and came to Thailand 9 days later for a 3-month holiday. Well, it's 8 years later. I'm still here, traders, and I trade Forex and options every single trading day. I'm in the markets. I'm looking at fundamentals. You might even hear my news feed in the background as I do this recording. I pay for a news feed that comes into my computer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's called Trade the News. So you can go and check them out. It's tradethenews.com. If you're trading and you need data, they're the ones to go to. I can't say enough about them. Traders, I'm always looking for opportunities and probabilities to win trades on my side of the win and loss column. I actually got stopped out yesterday in a New Zealand dollar trade. I'll show you that trade. I lost some, didn't lose a lot, but did lose some. Lost 13.6 pips on that trade. It was pretty tight area. It was either going to work or it wasn't. So I will show you that. I'm happy to say that I've had some feedback on the YouTube channel. A couple of traders have sent me some commentary. They were looking at other stuff, and I was glad to answer them. And thanks again for sending some they're asking questions and wanted some feedback, and I gave it to them. So it's good to see that people are interacting with us. That's a great thing, and if you would, please join our YouTube channel. All right, let's get to the legal stuff. That's enough of that. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex and options trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex and options markets. Please, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Traders, if your system works, doesn't mean you have to run to try out another system. I've been a pullback trader since 2007, so, nothing has changed. I still trade the same way. I tweak it, I add things, I subtract things, depending on the market sentiment. And, like I said, I'm looking for the edge, right? We need the edge. We need to be smarter than the next trader, right? So it's a 0-0 game, and that's the way it works. All right, let's take a look at this New Zealand dollar. This is a 4-hour chart I'm showing you. And if you remember yesterday, we had a trade on, and we took this trade. It was at 63.86, and we took that to the downside. And I think that's this red candle here where we got in. It was either this one or this one, somewhere in here. And anyhow, we took this down. I was out to dinner yesterday, last evening, and I was up 20 pips in this, and I said, I should go to break even, but no, this is a 4-hour chart. You got to let it go. My stop was at 63.10, and yes, this wick, the second candle in, that wick, snapped me out of this trade. So that's okay. I'm going to re-enter it. Confidence in trading, and I didn't come up with that, by the way. I was taught that, and I'm not bullish in the New Zealand dollar, folks. There's no way I'm bullish in the New Zealand dollar. But I'm looking to take this to the downside. Now, I'm going to look for a little confirmation. If you go to the bottom of the chart here, we have an RSI. And you all know that I only use RSI on a 4-hour chart and a daily chart. I don't use them on lower time frames. So I'm looking for this to turn. I want to see a little turn over here to the downside. And we're going to take this down. We're going to get a bearish candlestick. This is going to turn to the downside. And we're going to re-short it. Okay, I have no problem with re-shorting this at all. I do not want to buy this. Okay, how far up it goes, I'm not buying the New Zealand dollar. I have no interest in buying the New Zealand dollar. So we want to take it down. And we'll just wait, sit on our hands, and wait for the opportunity. Traders, pretty much the rest of the week, we're into Thursday, and Friday, we have NFP. So pretty much the market's going to start to climb up now. A lot of PMI data came out today. The UK had good PMI. China this morning and Asia had good PMI. So we've seen a couple of currency pairs make a jump here and there, but nothing, big. Let's go over to the euro dollar. This is a 30-minute chart. I thought it'd go down a time frame, but this is a 30-minute chart. And, this is, again, back to, you can see it's in this range. PMI data came out. It gave a jolt up here. Can't get past this fib, and it's just sinking back down to the downside. And I put the wrong slide in here. I apologize for that. I refibbed this. I refibbed this low to this high because I want to take it to the downside. So, it's rejected this fib now. Now it's twice it's been rejected right here. So, I'm just waiting for this, waiting for the opportunity to take this down. If it gets back up to 1200, gets to the crest of this cloud, even into the cloud, gives me a bearish candlestick, you know what, I'll take it back down. I'm not going to do anything here. There's nothing to do here. And the chances of getting into this trade before NFP is nil to none. So we're not going to really play around with it. We're just going to leave it alone. Okay? All right. Let's move on to an interesting pair. There's a new one to our batch. Thought I would talk about the dollar CAD. The dollar CAD, a lot of traders have been making some good pips with this dollar CAD to the upside. And the dollar CAD is all about oil, right? It's all about oil, but oil has kicked a notch up a little bit. So oil, the last I looked at before I started this presentation, is up to $45.86 a barrel. So it's come up from the 44s and the 43s, and it's bumped up. So what happens? The dollar CAD sells off, the CAD gets strong, dollar gets weak, right? Boom, here we come, and we come on back down again. However, remember what this cloud's telling us. Don't make Ikimuku harder than it is. It's very easy. This is support here, folks. This is just strong support. Could it make it through the cloud? Absolutely. Absolutely. But the chances aren't that good, I have to be honest with you. This is a pretty big cloud. We've got a support line here. We've got a 200 EMA here. I'm not looking to see this thing at 3,200 in the near future. In fact, I'm looking, I'm looking by Monday or Tuesday of next week that this is going to be heading back to the other direction. All right. I don't know. I just don't see this continuing. This has a lot of support, and if you look left of the chart, look at candlesticks. Even if you just look at candlesticks, you can see that, at the current price level, if you go across the chart, you can see where it's been rejected so many times. And it's, it was in that range. You can see that little range there. You can see the Ikimuku cloud, the blue and the red. And by the way, the color of the cloud has nothing to do with buy or sell. For those of you who are wondering, the color of the Ikimuku cloud has nothing to do with buy or sell. All right. Okay. What else did I want to talk about? The dollar CAD. So, yeah, a lot of people made a lot of pips on this in the last couple weeks. Now, this is a 4-hour chart. So, a lot of people, got this down here, this almost double bottom here, and has been riding this gravy train for weeks, and, well, now the gravy train's happening. But, it's amazing how indicators work sometimes, right? This is just a support and resistance indicator here, folks. This comes up, comes back down, comes back up, retests it again, comes back down. Thank you very much. Down we head. Thank you very much. Let's go. And there she went. She went from 34.50 and basically is now down to 32.78. So it's absolutely taken the turn to the downside. A couple things that I look at is I don't like that these exponential moving averages are close together like this. I like them spread apart. Okay, and watch these Bollinger Bands, wide open to the top and wide open to the bottom. So this can do what it wants, folks. Again, I do watch RSI. It's a 4-hour chart. So this is to the downside. This is heading down. So this might continue down for a while before it decides to reverse and go back to the upside. So we'll just see how this works. Righty. Let's head over to some options charts. I want to give you an update on what happened yesterday. Here's a dollar index chart that I show you every day. And you can see the DNA, which is the first indicator. The DNA is basically a nice green line to the upside. And if you take a look at our stochastics, it jackknifed yesterday. We saw that. And it's also to the upside. And yesterday closed with a higher high and a higher low. And, up we go. We've crossed over this 50 exponential moving average. So you can see this little green arrow if you look at the red horizontal line. I'm sorry, vertical line. You'll see this little teal arrow. That's a personal pivot that's supplied by the Thinkorswim platform. And this up arrow hasn't lied to us. Price hasn't gotten below it, and it's broken this 50 exponential moving average. And our parabolic ZARs are still below price, and we don't have one on top. So Bollinger Bands to the upside. So I don't know. It looks like dollar strength to me, folks. Right? Looks pretty good. So far, so good. So that's the way we're going to head into, and we're expecting good numbers out of NFP, right? We're expecting good numbers to come out of NFP. All right, let's move forward here. Let's head on over to our spiders, which is it's a spider ETF, which is a representation of the S&P 500. And wow, what a jump we got yesterday, huh? Remember we were down here? And yesterday it gave us this nice jump, gapped up. We just need to keep going. You know, the one thing we don't have is, you know, we've added another parabolic ZAR to the downside. However, if you look at our DNA, we're up, and look at what happened with our stochastics. Nice jackknife to the upside. You know, it's above the 50 line. It's at 54.56. This is beautiful. We just want to see this keep coming up here. Remember, we're in an option that's going to expire at the close of Friday. So this is all good stuff. This is good stuff. Remember, we were down when we came in. We took this trade on Monday at the open of New York, and Tuesday we were in dog dirt, and you know, we were down. I think it was, what was it, $122 on Monday. So yeah. And, you know, we're slowly gaining our way out of it. So talking about that, let's jump over here and take a look at where we are. This is my live account. This is not a demo account, as you know. So let's take a look at where we are. Well, I know you all want to know where we're at. So we're in profit at $82.50 right now. Okay? So we're only interested in the -5. These are 5 contracts. Okay, the plus sign is my insurance. Okay, that's my insurance. But I'm only interested in the minus because that's where my profit is in the minus. Well, I'm up $310. Okay, but my insurance also now is on the other side, right? And that's at $227.50. Well, if you subtract that from the 310, you come out to $82.50. Okay, so we're in profit right now at $82.50. I will be watching this like a hawk. I really do not want to go into NFP with this trade open. So, you know, this means probably 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to end up waking up and go into my charts to see where this is at for the New York afternoon. Let me turn that off here. Okay. You know, we're going to see where this is into the New York afternoon, which is like 1 o'clock in the morning for me, which is 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. So, you know, so far so good. You know, I would tell you, to be honest with you, if this was at 100, I'd be bailing on this trade at the New York Open. If this was at $100 or more, I would be out of this trade already. Now, you're saying, well, why do you do that? Why do you think like that? Well, it's costing me $1,000, okay, as margin for this trade. It's costing me $1,000 in margin. So the broker's saying, listen, we're going to take $1,000 out of your account to make sure that we can cover your losses if you get into a bad situation. So if I collect $100, I've now made 10% on my money in 4 days if I can get out of this today, right? Everybody understand where I'm coming from? Now, if I have to wait for expiration of Friday, that's going to give me a full week, which means I won't know till my Saturday morning, which will be Friday night after the New York close. So, you know, making 10% on my money in 4 days is pretty good. No bank's going to give you that, right? But I need to get up to $100. Remember, our max profit on this trade was $350. If this goes to the max profit, it will go to $350. We're not there yet, right? We're far off from there. So we're just going to hang tough, right? We're going to hang tough. We want these to expire worthless, and I really don't want to get out on, remember, we're looking at the -5 here. I really don't want to get out at 27 cents. I want to get out at 5 cents and below where they don't charge me commission, right? And the positive one, my insurance one, is at 10 cents. So if I can get mine, the -5, down to 5 cents and above $100 profit, that would be great because I can get out. I don't get charged commission with Think or Swim, and that would be a nice weekend for me, right? And it's not necessarily about, trade small and trade a lot. That's how I look at it, right? We just want to keep trading these every week, right? Just make a little bit every week. We're not here to kill them. We're not here to get rich overnight. We're here to trade small and just keep doing it and just keep repeating it. Keep the process going, okay? And please ask questions if you have any questions. All right, traders. On behalf of myself, William Gilday, and yes, they do call me Bill, I want to thank you for joining me on a Thursday, October 1st, beginning of a new quarter and beginning of a new month, end of an old month, and here we go. We're ready to fire it up and start a new trading New York session. You can always follow me at tradingwithbill.com. Please go to my website. Check out the video channel. You can check out all my videos that I've done in the past. And please follow me on Twitter at WKG1960. And remember, we're here to help losing traders become winning traders as a team. Traders, have a great trading day. And always remember to trade smart and not hard. See you next time, traders. By the way, there is no video tomorrow. Friday the 2nd, there will be no video. I do not do video on NFP day. Okay? Because I don't trade on NFP day. Okay. So catch you on Monday. Have a great weekend, folks. See you now. Bye-bye.